Hello students, so welcome to OTS. Now there is a big announcement or the update you can say. I'm sure that you may be aware of this if you are a military nursing services aspirant, right? So many of the candidates who had been preparing for the MNS exam, the nursing services exam conducted by Indian Army, there is an update coming on that and it has been uploaded on the Indian Army portal as well that there will be no more MNS exam. All this entry or the seats will be based on the NEET undergraduate score, NEET exam, NEET UG score, right? So the exam is on 17th July. So you all have to apply for the NEET, right? First and foremost thing which you need to do, make sure that you have enrolled yourself for the NEET exam. The deadlines are up till 6th of May. You can apply till 6th of May. Make sure that you don't skip this. Exam is scheduled on 17th July. Now, there are some points or certain things which I have written out, taking it from the budge from the social media, Telegram and WhatsApp group where people were, or the aspirants were putting up, right? So there is no more MNS exam. Yes, this is official put up. There is no more MNS exam, and you can find out the update on the Indian Army portal that they have mentioned. There will be calling up. They are not saying that selecting out. They are saying calling up. That means there may be the second round, that is the interview, as the technical entry scheme in Indian Army. There is a engineering entry scheme in the Army like TES, and the Navy, that is Navy BTech entry. All these exams or the entries are based on JEE Mains score, right? They will call you for the SSB. But in MNS there is no SSB, right? So maybe they will keep the interview as it used to be, the 100 marks of interview. They will keep it up. Let the official notification come out, right? So then it will be more clear. But I feel that there will be second round of interview. Of course, the medical test, XYZ, these things will be definitely there, and the final merit list will be coming out. Now the third thing, the spirits are, some of the spirits which feel low, that they had been preparing for the current affairs, reasoning, English, XYZ. That is the previous format, right? Of course, I feel that this announcement should have been made earlier, so that aspirants should have been aware and they have prepared well for the NEET, right? So that's obviously a question. It's a question mark. But I personally feel it's a good move, although it should have been done earlier. The announcement should have been made a bit earlier. Why it's a good move? This is again personal opinion. I feel that common paper, when you prepare for the GK, when you are in +2 PCB, you prepare for different exams like NEET, agriculture exams, some BSc courses based on the medical streams, and the nursing services like PGI Chandigarh also has the separate GMCA Chandigarh nursing entrance exam. So it's difficult to cover physics, chemistry, bio, English, reasoning, current affairs, because GK is a vast one. So it's actually puts up workload. Now the best thing is that there will be a single paper, common paper. In fact, government has come up with the CUET exam as well, right? So that's a common entrance for all the university exam. There is no more, you don't need to write n number of exams for the all different universities. No, that's a good thing. It will save you time and energy. Of course, NEET paper is common throughout India. It's a common paper, common exam. Although Tamil Nadu has voted against this, all right. So let the decision come out. But I feel it's a good one because you all have to write the common paper, and nowadays the paper of NEET is quite moderate as well. 99% of the question are as per the syllabus of 11th 12th. It's not tough, but yes, the competition is tough because the aspirants have increased exponentially. A lot of aspirants are aspiring for this exam, so that's why the competition and the cutoff are on higher side, right? But the reason, now the big question which aspirants are putting up, the tentative call of what will be the tentative cutoff, right? How much you need to score in NEET exam so that you can get this MNS call. Now this is a dubious question, ambiguous question, I feel, and I also feel that you should not fall in this trap, because whenever you prepare for any exam, you don't target that I want to score a little low. Let's suppose somebody says that I want to score 500, right? So when you start your journey for preparation, let's suppose you have around 80 days or 60 days, right? You don't target that. Yes, sometimes it happens that you score more than your target. So that's a good thing. You should target as much high as possible. Let's suppose you are good enough, you can prepare and get 550, 500, 450. All is well. Any score is good. Now, one thing I can definitely say that cutoff will definitely not be more than at any cost 450, because MBBS aspirants are a different crowd. right? So there are a lot of aspirants who don't want to get into this. Their dream is MBBS. They keep out dropping the year and prepare for the MBBS seat actually. This is the trend, right? Nowadays, since if you talk about 3 years earlier, the charm for the MNS or the nursing exam was not too much. But since 2 years back, when the MNS or the nursing services had become the permanent commission, they got the permanent commission. So that's the reason many people come to know about this. The charm has increased. Reason being, the secure career, salary, perks, incentive, of course, the kind of domain or the nature of the job as well, right? So this is at par with all those defense services exam. So but that's the reason the charm has increased exponentially. And nowadays, who are the students, in fact, the serious one, who are preparing for the NEET exam in many of the XYZ coachings as well, good coachings as well, they write this exam. You might have seen that last time, out of 150, there were candidates who scored. There are a lot of candidates who scored 140 plus, 149 as well, right? So that means serious contenders, genuine contenders. What we say, the honest aspirants are appearing or writing for this exam nowadays. So of course you can try your best. Please focus on NEET exam rather than making this budge, and try to practice more and more test papers, right? Chapter wise test papers, previous years. That always helps as per my expertise in NEET domain, especially in the physics one, right? Try to be accurate, right? So don't try much question, but try to be accurate if you have not covered 100%. But yes, covering as much as possible will definitely help you in terms of NEET exam, right? Because more or less there will be one question from every chapter in general, right? So if you skip some chapters, you are definitely skipping at least 4 marks from that chapter, right? What about the interview? Yes, the second round of interview will be definitely there, I feel so, but let the notification come out. So the final merit list will be based on this NEET score as well as this. So NEET score will be the calling criteria, I feel so, but don't think that the cutoff will be high. This is what I can suggest. Since you are from the medical background, you might not be aware that Indian Army TES entries and the Navy BTech, these were based on JEE Main. And can you imagine the cutoff for the TES entry, technical entry scheme by the Army, that is for engineers, was 0 marks, right? So if it was 0 marks for the engineers, right, it's very difficult to guess the cutoff, right? And it's not like that there are around, let's suppose on an average, if there are 220 seats, for example, right, you can say that at least 2000 plus candidates will be called for interview, at least, right? So that means cutoff will not be too much high. Even if you are able to score 350, 400, that is not bad, right? So it can be easily done, right, within this 2 months. Even if you are an average class 2 aspirant, you can definitely score 360, 400. It's not a big deal, right? But the second thing which I want to state, that until and unless the notification comes out, nobody knows whether the final merit list will be based on NEET plus interview or NEET will be only a qualifying one. That's the biggest question. Because if you consider the TES and the Navy BTech entry, they call on the basis of JEE score, but in the final merit list only SSB score is taken, right? So don't feel low if you are feeling that you are not going to score 550 or 500. That's not a big deal. Maybe possible the candidate who has scored 320 gets the MNS call, an interview he performs, and that organization feels that he is a good candidate for the nursing services, he will be in the top of the list, right? So I think that this will be the same parameter taking place in this, but let the official notification comes out of, then only we'll be in position to state that, because nobody knows what kind of surprise the Army will be putting up. This is the first time. So the only thing what you and we can do is that start preparing for NEET. Focus on your target, try to score as much as possible. Just don't listen to this kind of question, or don't fall in the trap of discussion what is the cutoff. That's the rubbish one, right? So that's what I wanted to state. Any questions, queries, you can definitely contact us, our official number 7710548960. Thank you, good luck.